guys, Ed here, top of the line training. Just out on the trap line. Today's the start of the trapping series, and so I thought what I would do is go ahead and make a dirt hole set for you. Show that. I've done them before, but this is 2015. I want to do a new one. I've already got 6 traps out. Got a late start today. But I got 6 out. This will be the 7th one before it gets dark. It's 5 o'clock right now, 1700. And I got about 40 minutes to get this thing done before it gets dark. And it might get dark around 6:15. I'm not sure, I can't remember, but I know the days are shortening. In fact, Sunday, today's Friday, Sunday, the clocks go back and we lose a lot of daytime. So, in fact, probably right about this time shortly, it'll be dark in 2 days. So, but I want to get this trap up. I'll be back down tomorrow to check all of them. Walk on the lean-to a little bit. I found a nice rub line down over the hill there. So I'll be setting my stand up, I think, over there. I've got a mineral block I'm going to set out as well. So, stay with me. Alright guys, Ed, top of the line training, and again out on the trap line, same location I was just a second ago, but I want to show you something I found over here on the edge of the trail here, and that's a branch tulip poplar. Now you can tell this is tulip poplar by how the bark has peeled off. It looks like a deer horn laying there in the woods. I don't know if you've ever seen a deer horn in the woods. It look pretty much like a deer horn on a deer's head, but they're just laying in the woods. They sort of stick out, they shine like this. And I got that tip from Dave Canterbury. I'm not afraid to give the allegiance or the credit of learning from whomever I learn it from. But anyway, that's not important right now. I just didn't want some troll or some ninja jumping out of the tree saying, "You didn't learn that yourself." Well, I learned it from somebody, putting it to practice. And that's the whole key. When you learn something, put it into practice the best you can. And then everybody benefits. And then you should always give allegiance or credit to who you learn it from. But anyway, that's another story. I learned that from my martial arts days. I still do martial arts, but anyway. So anyway, that's not important right now. But you can see how this peels off. I've used this before. I did a video last year. Actually, it was earlier this year, like in February or so. It was raining. Everything was soaked. And I did a video called Fire in Very Wet Conditions. And the card should be coming up right now. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Because, it was raining out and I got a fire. Found some poplar bark, stripped it down, processed it, and got a fire going with it using a ferro rod and char cloth. But I'm just peeling some of this off right now. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'll come back and get some of this. My truck's right up the way there. I'll pick this up maybe even tomorrow. It's not supposed to rain, so. But I'll get what I can get off of this real quick. And like I said, get some tomorrow. But this stuff makes great bird nest material. Set it over here at the top. But you can see here, take this, process it down, get that outer bark off of it. And you see how it sort of just sticks together there like that. You can take that, continue to fluff it up and process it, get those fibers exposed, get the hard bark or the outer bark off of it. And you're basically working with the inner bark. And you got a bird's nest. Take this, throw it in your pocket. If it's damp, dry it off. Or just process it like so. Throw it in your pocket. And then whenever it comes time to settle for the evening, you'll have something to start a fire with if you don't have anything, or two, if you don't want to use the resources you brought, you're just using what you find along the way. And then if you needed to use what you brought, you have it. If not, you save that for another day and you use what you just found. So, but I'm pretty positive this stuff right here, I can get a fire going with it, no problem. All right, guys, I'm going to go find a place here real quick and try to set this trap and give you a video of that. So stay with me. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back with the top of the line training real quick. I'm going to park this. I'm going to put this trap right here, somewhere right in here, probably right there, I'm guessing. I don't know yet for sure. Maybe right up against this tree deadfall. Maybe right in there, I think. But there's a game trail, sort of hard to see, but it runs through right there, and it comes up through here. But I'm just going to park it here because, or put the trap here because, and there's also trails all through the area here. I'm using a long range scent on this thing, and it will, if there's anything walking by or close to it, trust me, it'll smell it and come into here and see and start hopefully investigating and whatnot. So let me get the camera set up, get my gear out, and we'll get it taken from there. So stay with me. All right, guys, Ed here, top of the line training. Doing this trap set here, dirt hole set. You can see right here where a deer has been bedded down. And often, if you look here, the road, the main road coming in, or the gas well road, is up on top there. A lot of times we'll walk down the road and you always jump them right in here. If you look down, you can't see it, but if you look through that way there, the lean-to is over there in that saddle, a little bit past that saddle. That's the pines up in there and such. But anyway, what I just wanted to show you real quick off the GoPro is my bull packs. And you can see it right there, bull packs. I used this all last year for trapping, and I did do a camping trip with it with the 30-liter dry bag underneath it, and then the trash can set on top. Again, I got that from Dave Canterbury, and I tell you, this thing, it's really hard to beat. You can put a 30-liter under, and you can put two 10-liters. I usually run a 8-liter and a 10-liter in here with various other little things when I'm camping or whatever, if I do it like that. But I use it as my trap. And right now, I just got a little, that orange bag is nothing but a little bit of kit. Not much. Ferro rod, extra knife, something like that. And then I have my gloves. And normally I don't take all this out. And then I just do this gorilla thing in there. But I got my groundhog hammer. That thing is awesome. You can dig with it, pound with it, and make holes with it. So it's great. Got my sifting pan. And then, go ahead and laugh at me, trappers, but I got trap setters. It makes it a lot easier, and you know, I don't care what anybody says, that's what I use. That's what I got. But anyway, this bull pack, I have not done a review on this thing, but I will do that. It is something else. It's really a nice pack. Rig it up there's many ways to rig it up, and I don't have time to go into it now, but I will later. Then in here, I have some stakes. I think they're called flexible stakes. I can't remember. These are only 12 inches. I got some 18 inches up at home, but these things lock into the ground. Look at that bill on that thing. It goes down there hard. And I got my 2-pounding stakes here. This is specific for this stake, or this I can't think, cable stakes. Yeah, that's what they're called. It's cable stakes. And it's specific. It fits right down in here. And I didn't know that at the time that I bought these. So I had to later on order this cotton picking stake, but whatever. I'm running MB or Minnesota brand 550s and 450s mainly. I also have a pair of shears in here. Normally I mount them up here. Then I got the Baco over here. Comes in real handy for just clipping brush away, things like that, real quick. Normally, like I said, it's running like this. So, like I said, I'm running. Where the hell did that trap go? Thought I just set one out there. Maybe, yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Hold on, guys. Let me look for this trap, because, man, those things can. Maybe I didn't have one out. I thought I did. Doggone it. All right. Anyway, seems like I picked one up there. Anyway, I run. What I've been doing is I've run mostly Minnesota 550s, and now I'm down to 2 450s. I have some Dukes, some Bridger, some Slippery Creek. Seems to me like I picked up a. I'm going. Oh, shit around. Anyway, this is a Minnesota brand 450. Normally run 550s. I got 6 450s, and they work. I caught a coyote in them last year. Anyway, I usually carry my traps in a bucket like this, and I can also throw other various things down in there. I'm setting the trap over there. I like to get about 10 feet away at least from what I do. I go over, I dig the hole, set it, and all that kind of stuff, and you'll see that in a minute. And then I bait it and everything, but I'm moving back and forth between my gear and such. Here are my gloves. Keep those in a plastic bag, as you can see. And I'll take all this stuff over right now. All right, let me get the big camera set up here and get the GoPro on and take it from there. So, be right back. All right, guys, I'm back with your top of the line training. Like I said before, I like to set my stuff off to the side. I got both cameras running right now. So and I'm running out of light, so I need to get this done. But normally what you want to try to do on a dirt hole set anyway is get up close to, get the back of the hole up close to something like so, like this deadfall here. Now I'm clearing out a lot. Hold on, let me grab my pad. Alright guys, I'm back with you. I want to make sure that I've got a good view on this hole here. Let me tilt her down just a tad bit. Alright. Okay guys, I got the GoPro running. And the big camera here. Gonna set this up here for now. All right, so I hope you can see that okay. Like I said, I got the 450 here. I gotta get a ring. Man. Okay, first of all, alright guys, Ed back with the top of the line trainer. Got the GoPro running as well. And let me just show you my hookup here. Here's a trap, Minnesota 450. I'll tell you what guys, if you can afford the Minnesota brands, buy them. Don't mess around. You cannot beat these things. These are, I just can't say enough about them. But I use this D-ring here on this link up here. And then I'll hook up the hawk bill or the duck bill, whatever you want to call it, on the cable stake. Drive this down into the ground, pull it and set it, and then it'll lock it in there. You'll see here. First thing I want to do is clear out this area. I can't tell if you can see that or not. Got my remote here. Let me zoom in. Okay, so like I said, I want to clear out this area, get as much debris out as I can. Okay, get this like this. Okay, so we're clear. Now, normally, oh man, look at this root here. If you needed some cordage, there you go. Anyway, so try to keep track of my stuff. I always stick my stake in the ground because I've left them and I lost one last year. But anyway, so how I do this is about 9 inches. Here's my back. So I'll go ahead and put in my dirt hole first, because I hate to dig the trap and all that and then find out that I can't, for whatever reason, put a hole in here. I like to go down at least 12 inches. Get it out of there. Ouch. Hard on my wrist. Hope that's showing up on the GoPro. And I'll show you this with a detach after I get it set. But anyway, let me see here. I think it's showing good. I don't know. Now, some people take that dirt, throw it back in their sifter. I do sometimes, but anyway. So what I want to do here, I want to make it look like something come up here and dug this, which it did. It was me. But I want them to think some animal come up in here, dug something, and left it for later. So here's my hole. I go about 9 inches off. This is about 12 inches, I believe. So I go about 9 inches off and offset, because when he comes in here with this tree here, this other debris, when he comes in here, he's going to start smelling this hole. He's going to come here and start investigating. And he'll come up in here like this, looking, because his neck's probably about 6 to 8 inches, I'm guessing. I can't remember, but so he'll stop like this and hopefully put his hand right in here, or his paw. Got a lot of roots here. Now you don't need to dig a big crap, man. These roots are all over the place here. You don't need to dig a real deep, big hole. you can. Oh man, these roots. Like a, yes. You can, but you don't need to. Okay. So I get this right here. Stand her up. Put this in here. You can see how that's just made for that. Whoa, Colonel. Get back over here in the center. This groundhog hammer, you can't beat it, man. Big, pound, make holes with it. All right. Now, I like to stick the chain and that link down into the ground. So there it is, it's down. Give it a yank, set it. It ain't coming out, guys. It ain't coming out. Now, I like to hit this down here. Make a little divot for all this chain to go into. All right. And whatnot. Get this crap out of here. A lot of roots here. I don't like this, but time is not. I don't have time's not on my side, if you will. So to set this, take that dog out. Some of these roots out of here. Take that dog out like so. Get these trap setters. They got two different ends. The whole ends are smaller, the other ends are larger. Look at this. See how easy it is to go down. Okay, open that up. Put that dog in. Let the pressure off. And basically it's set. Now, these things have what's called as a night latch. As I push the pan down, listen to it to click. I don't know if you heard that on the big camera. I hope you heard it on the small one, with the GoPro. So now, like I said, I put this little divot down in here. Let me get up there behind that camera, and I just want to make sure. Got my trap bedded in here, but I got to work on it a little bit because you got to get these things locked down in here. Now, what I like to do is grab a couple handfuls of dirt, put it on the side, try to make sure any excess debris is out of the way. And then put that on the side. Try to keep your pan clear. Notice how I have this jaw, if you can see it, I hope you can, at least on the GoPro. I have this jaw set back because right now I can do whatever. If that goes off, it's not going to get my hand. So, get that out of the way. So I want to make sure this is locked down in that dirt good without getting anything under the pan. That's the big thing here. I like to pack those jaws down really tight. Now, last year while I was out on the trap line, I could get a trap set or completed probably in about 15 minutes. I'm not into practice right now. This is, like I said, the 7th one. See how that's moving? I gotta get dirt down in there to lock that thing down. But I'm out of practice. So I've been averaging about 25 to 30 minutes per set. I know that's a long time, but I like to make sure that I get it done right. I expect to come back tomorrow. Ouch. perch. And there'll be a coyote, at least one coyote in one of these sets. And I put those leaves on there to help stop debris from getting down in under the trap pan. Right? So, and it does work. Keeps them. And in fact, what I normally do is I use leaves. Quite a bit. I have latex pan covers and such, but I don't use them. I just use a leaf. So. You can have dirt down in there. It's not good. I don't like it, but it can go down in there. All right, now that's pretty solid in there. All right, I'm going to detach the camera there, show you what I got. All right, so this is what I got so far. I don't know if the GoPro's showing this one. See that dirt on the pan? I'm gonna blow that off. There. I don't like to have anything in there if I can help it. But that's what I got. So there's my dirt hole right there. I'll have to clean that up too. This is real soft dirt. So, but you can see here, I'm offset about 3 inches from the hole, 2 to 3 inches. And stay with me, and I'm going to get the camera reset and show you how to finish it. Said top of line. All right, guys, head back to the top of line trainer. And I showed you what I got here. Everything's locked in here pretty well. So now what I'm going to do here is, if you find some rocks, I like them a little bit bigger than this, but if you find some rocks, they're good to use on your set to placement of the foot of the animal. I'll just set that there. Okay, so now what I want to do, I want to gather up dirt. I'm just scraping from here for right now. Now normally what I will do, and I will probably go do it here in a minute, if I don't have enough, I'll go dig a hole somewhere and dig up some dirt. But anyway, so make sure you keep track of all your tools. Keep them in a good spot here. So what I like to do, to be honest with you, I like to find the biggest leaf I can find. It's not all tore up. This is not big at all. I don't find a leaf here. Hold up. Like I said, I've got the latex pan covers, but believe me, I've used the leaf here. I don't like putting that many. Here's a nice one here. Get these out of here. Here's a nice one. Just set that on top of the pan cover like so. Now, that leaf is not going to do anything to stop this trap from working, trust me. This thing is very strong. It's probably the best trap out there in my opinion. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sift dirt down here, covering this trap. and doing the best I can to make it natural as possible. Now I got some left over. I'll just set that there for now. Let me see if I can get some more dirt up in here from here without going to dig another hole. I think I can. Grab that out of there. Now normally what I'll do, and I didn't do it, got a rock in there, send that on its way. Just scraping some leaves around there. Alright, so normally what I'll do, and so I'll do it right now, I normally do it before I sift the dirt on, is I'll mark Crabtree where the pan is. So I have a good idea where it's at. And that's usually the edge of my trap coming in. So I'll just move this around a tad bit here. Okay, so now, so all of this is basically set. I'm going to clean up this dirt hole real quick. A little bit more. Whoa, Colonel. Just get it so they can see the hole. Okay, good. Alright, so I know that my pan is right in here somewhere. I'm just going to put that right there for GP so the animal don't like to step on things like this. It moves and whatnot. So I'll put this here, and he can't step there. He won't step there. So now what I'm going to do, start moving some things back into play here. Say, move this over here, whatnot. Just try to make it look as natural as possible. You know, what I want, like I said, I want them to come here and see that like something was dug up here and they can see the hole. And so now what I got to do is I'm going to take all my gear back over there and take off my gloves and get the bait and the scent and bring it back over and get it going. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, get back to the top of line training. Like I said, you want to make this look as natural as possible. So what I got here is a piece of sheep's wool, probably too much. And then I have Craven's Canine Force for coyote, bobcat, and raccoon. I'm sure fox will come into that too. It's basically a meat-based bait. What you do is you take a nice helping wad of that crap. Stuff stinks pretty well. And you slap that down in there on that sheep's wool. Like so. Because you want this stuff, you want them to, I'll drop that right there and I'll jam it down in here like so. Now I'll just leave that stick in there, and what I do usually is I'll use my tool here to ram that down in there. Now I'll leave that stick there. I'll leave that stick there to, you know, just make it harder for them to get out of there. You know, I like for them to look down in there and maybe see that sheep's wool, but not be able to get it out because you want them to dig around here and step into the trap. The way I got this set is they'll come in like this and they'll step right there and they'll fire that trap off. Now if the GoPro is working, putting away this source here, and put that right back to the pack. Now, the next thing I've got here This is Miranda's competition line lure, High Plains Predator lure. This stuff stinks like you wouldn't believe. But when I say it stinks, believe it, because it does. All right, let me get all my mess around here. I'm just gonna put the stick there. So basically what I do here is, like, I'll spread a little bit of this right on this. I almost stepped on, I'm not paying attention to my trap, I might step in it. Put that right there. Now what I'm gonna do as well, I'm gonna put this down right in here so he'll have to go around this tree to come in. I don't want him to walk in at an angle. And I just dropped a little bit of that on the leaf right there. I'll get that up though. Just put this up in here so it stinks. Where's that leaf at? I'll just put that right up in there. It's okay because it's lure, and I want to lure him in, or the animal in. Putting away this stinky lure. This stuff stinks. If you wouldn't believe. Okay, I'm gonna detach here, guys. Stay with me here. Okay, so basically, back this off some. Okay, so basically what I got here is I got the backing up there, so they can't come in from the back side. You don't want that. And I've got these limbs right here. You don't need to put a bunch of crap up, just a little bit. And what that prevents is them to come in from the side here. Because although that's good, it could be good. It also could be bad where they missed the trap total. So trying to bring him around here, walk in just like this, stop. He's not going to put his foot on that rock. He'll stop right there, drop it right on that trap, and hopefully get snagged. Because they're going to want to know what's up in there. And they're going to be smelling that from high heaven. All this lure that I put on there, it's stinking. Now when they come walking by or walking through the area, they'll get a whiff of that stuff. It'll bring them in here. They'll come around here. They'll start smelling in a hole. And even if he comes up this way, he might stop here like this. But it's okay. He's going to move around. He's going to look around trying to get into that hole. And he'll get into that trap. As long as the trap is sterile and, they can't smell anything and don't know the trap doesn't move. I had a lot of dig-ups last year, guys, because of either one, smelling detection, or two, movement because of the frozen ground. It was hard to get a trap locked in. This year I'm starting a little early. It's October 20, as you were. It's October 30th, so hopefully tomorrow I'll come here and I'll have a coyote in here, hopefully. That's the goal. All I normally do is set dirt hole sets. I have done burnt sets and urine sets, but I don't have any coyote urine yet. I have, and they do work very well. I've had coyotes come right to the urine post set, but with no luck on catching them. Those things they're smart, guys. They're smart. When you're catching coyotes, you're doing something right. So, all right, guys, Ed back with the top of line training. Just going to close out here real quick. This is my 7th trap put out. Like I said, I got a late start today. Didn't get a chance to get out early like I wanted to. But this is a dirt hole set, and I expect to catch a coyote in here. But if not, maybe a raccoon or something like that. But I'm not really looking for coons at this time frame. They're not in season. Only thing in season that I know of is coyote. So if I do catch a coon, I'll let it go. But anyway, I got 7 traps out. I'll be back tomorrow morning, probably around 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock-ish time frame on the trap line. I'll check the traps take care of whatever's in the traps, reset if I have to, and then I have a lot more traps to put out, as well as when I'll be working on the lean-to and such, trying to finish that up. It's pretty well along the way. It looks pretty good. But anyway, guys, all right, guys, this is Ed, top of line training out on the trap line. Just showed you how to do a dirt hole set. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Leave me some comments, good or bad. I really appreciate them, and I try to get back to all comments when I can, or as soon as I can. And if you're not a subscriber, please click that red button below. I got a lot of videos coming. I got a lot of videos posted. Check them out, and hopefully you get something out of them. As well, for all of you who are a subscriber, I really appreciate that. And I continue to try to get out videos to you guys, and hope you enjoy them. So until the next one, God bless, take care, we'll see you then. This is Ed, top of line training. Stay safe.